Hey everybody, welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. So I'm pretty sure I look like a complete dork to all of my neighbors here in the urban setting of the city. We actually have a pretty decent sized backyard for a city rental, and I'm very thankful for it. But I know I probably look like a complete dork every day out here making videos in front of people who don't have the same dream as me. And I guess that's okay. But as you can see from your view right now, I have yet again moved this stinking greenhouse. I noticed that a lot of my plants were leaning towards the sun and they needed to be moved into the yard a little bit more. I've also moved my elderberries and all my blueberries and my ash tree around the sides of the greenhouse just to kind of beautify it a little bit, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's really a word, but I like to make up words. As you can see, Walter is checking things out. Now the lawn is due for another mow, and things are a little bit messy in the yard right now because I've just moved everything around again. Okay, you guys, Walter found a new place he loves. It's nice and warm on the black shade cloth. Now, I moved the shade cloth underneath the greenhouse this time because I'm tired of every single time I go to move the greenhouse, I have to basically rip the thing up out of the ground because of all of the weeds and grass that has grown up through it, making really the bottom two or the bottom four sections kind of unusable except for tall plants or whatnot. But I can now put the trays down on top of the bars now if I wanted to. But I kind of have some rocks in the way because I'm trying to weight down the greenhouse. Now I have a problem with the little stakes, and when I say little, I mean little. Those things are not going to hold your greenhouse into the ground when the wind comes. Sorry to say it, but it's true. And I tried to put them in anyways, just for, the sake of putting them in. But there are so many stinking rocks in our ground here that I just kept hitting a rock. So I didn't want to rip up the shade cloth that I just put down. And I have not gotten a new cover for the greenhouse. I was doing the math. If I wanted to use the $4 to $5 heavier duty plastic that I saw at Walmart, a yard might get me up to halfway up to about here, and I would probably need close to about the same amount of yards to fix this greenhouse with a heavier dutier cloth, if actually probably a little bit more money than it would be to actually purchase a brand new cover for this greenhouse. I think they're like $35 on Amazon. So I'm thinking I may end up going the route of replacing the cover itself, but I'm not going to do it this season. I'm going to go ahead and try to get the rest of this year's worth of greenhouse use out of this cover, and possibly buy a new cover for it next year. And the reasoning for that is really basically to just save a little bit of money. And so when I guess winter comes, I was thinking about moving the greenhouse right here under the corner of, right in this section here, under the corner of the greenhouse, just to protect it from the elements, and that way I can keep like my avocado tree and my citrus trees in it. Now recently I had purchased that snowbank raspberry plant from Baker Creek Seed Company, and I'm loving it. I'm loving them. They're right over here. They're doing excellent, you guys. And they had stated that I actually live in a zone, I'm wanting to say 8B or 8A. Let me see. I actually have the tag right here. Look, oh, I'm tripping over stuff. Oh, well, I did have the tag here. Oh, well, it looks like the tag's gone, you guys. Let's see if maybe, nope. Zone 8A. So there you have it. I live in Washington, Zone 8A. And actually, in Zone 8A, you can have citrus trees. And I was like, what? So this whole time I've been thinking I was in 7B, and I'm actually in 8A, which is actually pretty good. Now, if only we had more sun. Today we have sun, but the earlier part of the year we don't. So I guess if we decide to actually settle in this region, I would definitely need to have a really good greenhouse, and I want a fairly decent sized one, but I also want it to be really functional, and so that I can have some of my more tropical plants in it. I will be experimenting this year with my whichever jackfruit trees survive. I will be keeping them in the greenhouse right here under the edge of the house. And then by doing this, you guys, I'll actually be ensuring that my plants that I do have that I can't really keep indoors because I really don't have the space for these bigger like tree type things, they'll just remain outside, and if they survive, they survive. Now that avocado pit that I had survived the freezing temperatures that we did get. We got down close to 20s. We didn't get below 0. However, the ground did freeze where I had that avocado pit, and it is growing. That little avocado tree is growing. So to me, I think it's kind of maybe hardened off to this region, and we'll see how it does. Now that I know that it'll survive the winter here, at least the pit and the root, then I have a good chance that I'm going to have a good strong avocado tree. And I don't know if I need more than one, but I've got the one, which is really excellent. So as for the rats, I'll probably set a trap inside of my greenhouse again. I think I need to clean off where the other rat had been dead on my stuff. So now that I've got this all set up, I'll tell you another reason why I needed to move the greenhouse rather than the plants trying to lean for the sun. Now they're in the middle of the yard, and now it'll get really nice full sun all day long right in this section. And it's kind of close to the fire pit, but not close enough to like burn down, which is good. And over here, you guys, and I'm gonna scare the birdie away, but I'm gonna try not to. But I kind of want to show you the other reason why I'm moving the greenhouse, because I like to be in my greenhouse a lot. I don't want to be messing with what's down here, and I just scared the birdie away, but I want to leave it alone. But if you look carefully down in there, you see those little eggs? There's 4 of them. I've got little finch eggs down here, and the mama is upset at me, so I'm gonna move now. But I have to finish cleaning this area. I will do that tomorrow and get this all cleaned up and mowed and all of that. And I will do minimal weed eating around this area. I kind of want to leave this area alone right here next to the pole until the babies have hatched, because it's kind of creating a sanctuary for the little birds. So that's another reason why I'm moving the greenhouse. Too much in and out foot traffic near the babies that are going to be hatching. And I'm going to move away now so that mommy can get back to her eggs, or daddy. I don't know which one's laying on the eggs, but yeah. So, and then I've got these 2 chestnut trees. The other one has popped up. I'm going to wait like another couple weeks, maybe, or not, to sell those 2 chestnut trees and get them out of here, because I have plenty in my other pots to have, and so we'll go from there. But here's where I've positioned my Alesso, Ivan's Beauty Mountain Ash, Bubbleberry. Now they're closer to the house so that I can actually harvest them relatively easy, and I can keep an eye on them, the bunnies and all that. But I've got a lot of runners coming from the Bubbleberry this year, which is excellent, and I can plant them into the pot that I have the Bubbleberries growing in on the fence line. And then my Ivan's Beauty Mountain Ash is looking really beautiful. I'm pointing at the wrong one. Ivan's Beauty is looking beautiful, but the Thundercloud is looking excellent. So I've got the elderberries here on the back side of the greenhouse, and then I've got the front sides are the different blueberries. This is the Spartan, I believe. Sharp blueberry, pink lemonade blueberry, and then our Patriot blueberry. So that's what I've done there. And then in the front I've got the avocado, and on this side I have a tomato that I planted into a pot with some tropical palm seeds and possibly banana seeds that have never sprouted. So we'll just keep an eye on those, you guys. And the banana trees do come back from the root area in this region, so they will grow. But yeah, look at Walter, he's loving this. So now all my seedlings are up closer to the house. I don't think that's going to deter the rats at all, you guys. I do believe that they will come back. But everything is looking good. Peppers are coming up, but now I think I'll get a little bit better, a little bit more sunlight and a little bit more heat in here. We're actually up to almost 82 degrees in the greenhouse now, and I've got vents and holes in the greenhouse in this section of the yard. So that just shows you how much warmer it is in this section, and hopefully my tomato plants and all of that will start getting bigger, because I'm looking at everybody else in the United States and their starts are so much bigger, and I sowed some of my stuff at the same time as them, and my plants are so dinky. So hopefully this will help my tomatoes and all my things that are germinating to get going. And I might have to move some of my other plants out of the greenhouse now that it's so warm in there. But anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and click that bell button. As always, have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.